There's a saying that until recently...
Order. Rahui Katane.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. There's a saying that until recently I wouldn't have been confident to use, and that's the phrase, "It ain't over until the fat lady sings." But just as I'm proud of my transformation, I'm proud also to stand today to speak of the transformation that is occurring in Te Tai Tokerau as we cut down to the wire. When the Māori Party re-entered Te Tai Tokerau over the last few months to listen, to learn and to find out what the electorate needed, they told us they wanted someone who would focus on being their voice. They wanted someone who could build relationships, who would be proactive and positive. They wanted a representative who could make a constructive contribution. They wanted iwi, IWI, influence with integrity. Mr Speaker, there would be few areas of New Zealand that so desperately need that influence to be acted on as in Te Tai Tokerau. The statistics scream out for such a focus. 49% of children were identified as being born in the most deprived areas. In 2010, the Northland rate for acute rheumatic fever was nearly 3 times the national rate. In fact, a study in Kaitaia found that 1 child in every 100 had evidence of heart damage caused by rheumatic fever. In some of the poorest areas of the region, 40% of children were living in crowded households. In the past year, more than 7,000 Northlanders have been given food parcels by social services. No member of Parliament, no matter what their affiliation, can listen to these statistics without being moved. But we must do more than simply talking about it and hoping the problems will go away. The Māori Party has taken this analysis very seriously, and we have taken immediate and comprehensive action to address both the long-term nature of poverty and the specific priorities for education, health and social services in the region. Last December, I wrote to every member of this House asking for their support in addressing child poverty. Today, at the Māori Affairs Select Committee, the group tabled our request for an inquiry to place on record our united concern at the pervasive disparities and poor outcomes being experienced by Māori children. Just over a month ago, my colleague Tariana Turia announced the government would prioritise $12 million of investment into addressing and preventing rheumatic fever, an announcement that Ngāpuhi GP Dr Lance O'Sullivan hailed as worthy of our greatest support. We've also worked to rack support around whānau through the enormous investment made through whānau order. There are 3 incredible collectives of Māori providers that have been revitalised through whānau order to support whānau across their region. The Tai Tokerau Whānau Order Collective includes Whakawhiti Ora Pai, Te Hauora o Te Hiku o Te Ika, Te Runanga o Te Rarawa, Ngāti Hine Health Trust and Kia Ora Ngāti Wai. There's another 7 providers brought together in Te Hau a Whiowhio o Tangarei and another 7 in Te Pū o Te Wheke. The Minister of Māori Affairs has supported whānau order with complementary initiatives such as Oranga Whānau. By virtue of the Kai Toko Whānau program in Kaitaia, He Korowai Aroha Trust has helped 53 whānau access social assistance services. There's also approximately 75 rōpū in the region who have accessed Marakai gardening program to equip and establish gardens at marae, kura, kohanga and, importantly, at home. Tai Tokerau homes have benefited directly from the 6,000 homes insulated as a result of the Māori Party negotiating a 100% subsidy for housing insulation for those with community service cards. Some 638 rangatahi in Northland and another 247 rangatahi in Auckland have benefited from Community Max positions, which provide an entry point into longer-term employment options. And we're particularly proud of the heavy investment we've made in education, with support for literacy programs, more funding for kura kaupapa Māori, for transport to school, for programs such as Kōtahitanga, which support Māori success in education. Over $100 million was air-tagged for Māori education in the budget, $73 million for kura kaupapa.
Michael Woodhouse.